Hey everyone, welcome to Senior Sign Out, a show that gives the seniors here at BNB a chance to talk about their experiences, favorite memories, advice, and a chance to say goodbye. I'm your host, Ally Redican, and for today's episode, I'm joined by Brigid and Tina. How are you guys doing today?
Really good, thank you.
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Good, thanks. So over your time here at BNB, you've been involved in a lot of things, you've gotten a lot of opportunities. What would you say you're the most grateful for?
I think something I would say that I'm the most grateful for is probably all the skills that I've taken away from B&B over the years, especially like the communication skills. I think freshman year I just wasn't the best communicator. I was like scared to talk to people, stuff like that. And I think B&B gives you the opportunity to just have a big personality, be a big talker, learn how to communicate, stuff like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think BNB gives all of the students in it a lot of room to grow, and I'm really grateful for that because it's kind of like you could choose your own adventure. Like you can pick whatever you want to do within the program, and if you want to be in the control room, if you want to do more technical stuff, you could do that. Or if you're really good on air or you like stories, it's one of those things. And so I'm really grateful that it gave me the opportunity to kind of figure out what I like to do. And really, I wasn't forced into doing anything. If I wanted to do it, and if I did it, it was because I wanted to do it.
Yeah, I feel like what's really cool is that there's so many people in B&B, but everyone's like path and like story through it is very unique. Like there's no two stories that are exactly the same, especially in terms of like what you do and that kind of stuff. But looking back on your time here, what are you the most proud of?
I'd say the stuff I'm the most proud of is definitely all the packages we've completed at STN. For the past like 3 years, me and Brigid have been in the same groups together at STN, and it's just like from start to end, you only have 4 hours, and it's like you have to land the plane and you have to do what you've been given. I think the adrenaline and the completion of what you've been given, I think that is what makes me most proud.
Yeah, one of our toughest stories this year was in SDM when we were doing our human interest, and we could not find a story for the life of us. And so it's me, Tina, and our group. We're all frantically calling places or walking into random buildings to try and see if we could find a story. But when we landed the plane later on, and we were both proud of what we got out of it, I think that was one of like my proudest moments in BNB because there was a solid moment there where we did not think we would have a story, and I'm really happy that we ended up figuring something out.
Yeah, I feel like at STN when things are going wrong, like there's no better feeling than when it finally goes right, even just like a little bit. But I think that's another one of those feelings like nobody else understands unless you're in BNB or like something like it where you have that experience. So I mean, we already started talking about some of like your good memories from BNB, but what do you guys think that you'll miss most when you leave BNB?
I think I'll definitely miss the community the most, all the friends, all the teachers, all the people that I've met because of the program. I think I've made a lot of strong, long-lasting connections, even with like the freshmen now or like the seniors from when I was a freshman. I think I've definitely made a lot of connections that I'm ready to take with me into the world.
I think I'm gonna really miss all of the teachers in BNB because they support like no other. Because we've had all 3 of these teachers for all 4 years of high school. We've known them, we met them when we were 14 years old, and now the majority of us are 18, and it's sad to go and leave when we've had such a good support system for so long, but I think that's what I'm gonna really miss.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, but I mean, at least you have like that support system that's gonna like put us up for the future in like a really like nice way that we had that foundation laid for us. But before we wrap up, is there anything else that you want to say to your audience here at BNB?
I'd like to say like BNB is what you make of it. If you see it as a bad thing, it's going to be a bad thing, but if you see it as a good thing, it'll be a good thing. So just take it as you will.
I was going to say get involved as much as you can when you're a freshman. This is like for freshmen in BNB specifically. Get involved as much as you can. Observe as much as you can. I think during our freshman year, we would just linger in the control room and watch Sean McQuillan. And I think that's how so many of us got invested because it was just like being a fly on the wall. You learn so much. And I know it's just the saying of like, oh, you watch and then you'll eventually learn and you'll get thrown in. And it's true because the more you're here, the more you love the program, the more you'll learn and the more you'll get out of it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I don't even want to add anything else to that. That was perfect. But with that, I think it's about time to bring today's episode to a close. But join us here next week for more messages from the seniors. Brigid and Tina, do you want to do the honors?
For BNB, for the last time, I'm Brigid Flanagan.
For the last time, I'm Christina Pena.